So
Okay.
we're here tonight, this evening, to show solidarity with our NUHW siblings, and they are in contract negotiations and have been for several months. The hospital is not respecting them, even though they claimed to respect them all through the pandemic. At the first opportunity to actually show that respect with their opening offer on wages, they chose an amount that was actually less than the rate of inflation. So they've essentially offered these NUHW employees a pay cut, which is offensive given what we went through during the pandemic and all of the respect that they claimed to have for these people.
I remember the signs about our heroes.
Yep, and they really are an organization that puts a lot of weight in gestures, but when it comes down to actually showing and proving and substantive action to prove that they're not just words, that's where they fall apart, and that's where NUHW is stuck right now. We're also expressing solidarity with the 5,000 healthcare workers and nurses up in Oregon at eight Providence hospitals that are striking, and they have an open-ended strike going on up there, and we want them to know that we see them, and we also know that Providence is a flawed organization that puts way too much attention on bloated layers of administration and bloated pay. And that's for decades, and that's why they can't, they claim they can't afford these things. One of the compounding factors is that they have made choices like paying Rod Hochman $10 million a year. He was the former CEO. And then they have these multiple layers of executives and administration that they pay $1 million, $2 million a year to. And then they tell us they can't afford to keep our rehab open, which is our third reason for being out here tonight, because that is a hit to our community. It's a hit to our nurses.
When you say your rehab, can you explain for people who aren't familiar?
Yeah, we had a 10-bed acute rehab unit that we could send patients to after they got out of the hospital, but they could still have that inpatient status and could go there to work intensively with physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy to recover from strokes and joint replacements and all sorts of things that now those people are left in a lurch. There's no clear way. I actually took care of a stroke patient the other day, and just that realization fell on me that this guy could literally go down the street, but now that option is gone. And that's a choice that the CEO, the CEO du jour, Michael Kellerman made. This closure is his. He owns it, he's a renter here. He probably views Humboldt County and the things he's doing to this community as a stepping stone to his next great CEO job.
Promotion.
But these are people, These are decisions that affect the ability of our older people to stay in this community. When you close a rehab, that factors into people's decisions about whether they want to continue to live here.
We all end up in the hospital at some point.
We do. And then the last thing we're here to mark is that we, the nurses, are halfway through our 3-year contract with the hospital, and we just wanted a show of force here to let them know that when those negotiations come up again, we are united, and they're going to have to. We demand respect, and they're going to have to show us respect. But they first have to show NUHW the respect that they deserve, because we need them every day. We depend on our NUHW siblings to get through our shifts and to provide quality care. We're here to support them. CNA is supporting NUHW because they're having to deal with the same nefarious actor that we do, which is Providence.
I see. Okay. So anything on the horizon as far as next move? Another informational picket, perhaps?
Yeah, there is an NUHW informational picket, time to be determined, as far as I know, but we'll be out here supporting them. And then, continuing to just support inside the building. The nurses are supporting NUHW with NUHW as they go through these contract negotiations.
Anything to add? Anybody?
I don't like these people that come into our community and make these decisions that then we all have to live with for the rest of time.
second.
We need to go back to a model where our local board selects our CEO.
Yes.
And that CEO is selected based on their commitment to this community, not based on their commitment to Providence.
Okay, thank you, James Ladicott. I much appreciate your input.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out.